This will be a test of Vapeski's mettle. If he wins this game, he is in the contention with Darth Ducky to win the prize. It would be a basically a coin flip between them. It's a sort of a random process to determine who gets it if it's a tie. But if he can win this and one more, he will be guaranteed to be our King of the Hill champion. Aldermere wishing good fun, have luck.
I thought it's usually the other way, no?
Yes. Yes, it's typically good luck, have fun, but good fun, have luck. So we do have Aldermere in the top right, spawning as a green Zerg, and in the bottom left, Vapeskies is our pretty in pink Protoss. Gonna be getting started on this map, so yeah, I've felt pretty good about a lot of the games we've seen tonight. I think that I think the level of skill from the turnout for being bronze and silver has been pretty good from these players, and I always like to see.
Double extractor trick from Aldermere.
Is this a 12 drone rush or something?
No, no, he didn't bring them all.
Okay.
But that would have actually been pretty funny to see. To
That's
be honest,
that's one of the few times I think I see the double extractor trick intentionally, but I guess not. This map's too long for that to be a good idea. So, all right.
I've actually never had that done to me as a Terran. I would have figured I would, but
I think it's really only viable on steps, and if you have decent micro, I think it shouldn't work. It really relies on just those
I think
first.
We're going to see a speedling expand from Aldermere, taking a gas at 13, maybe a pool soon after. Yeah, there we go. So speedling expand.
Yep, and that's that actually might be. I mean, if he was watching Vapeski's last game, he knows that he four-gated, and having that fast speedlings is a good way to deal with that.
Quite a delayed gas by Vapeskies. I think he forgot about it. I think he did. Or maybe not.
I think I mean, it's way late for a standard gas. Standard is usually 14. If he's throwing down a cybernetics core, then yeah, it's definitely late, because he's not going to have 50 gas at this point by the time he gets his cybernetics core up, so that means his warp gate tech is delayed, and really by extension that means pretty much anything else Protoss can do is delayed. He's kind of compensating, though, by getting his second gas quickly. So, yeah, the spawning pool is up for Aldermere. He actually still hasn't taken his expansion. Vapeski's patrolling.
Really needs to get a zealot in there to hold position or do something with that. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how aggressive Aldermere is going to be with. Still seems like he's droning up, so perhaps not too aggressive. Maybe no need for that zealot right away.
Yeah, this is around the point, though, as a Protoss player, I get nervous if I haven't seen that expansion try to come down. And Aldermere doing something crazy back here. He put out a Prodigy Hatchery, then canceled it. I thought he might be using that creep to put up something crazy, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So
I thought usually they have a queen come down there. Is there a queen going down? No, there's not.
No.
They have a queen who places a creep teamer right there, and then the proxy hatchery. Okay, he just canceled it twice. Oh wow.
Proxy Roach. What? Proxy Roach? I've seen Proxy Baneling nests before, but I don't.
Yeah, he's going for a 5 Roach or 7 Roach rush, or.
This is going to be a really slow 7 Roach rush if that's the case.
There's actually, yeah.
And then and then layer right after that.
I am a bit confused now.
I am incredibly confused right now. I really hope.
He needs an Overlord though. He's 25 out of 26 supply. He needs an Overlord soon.
I really hope there is a tactic to this that I'm just not processing right now, because it feels like there's something brilliant going on here, but I just can't figure out what.
There has been a thread on. I mean, the fact that see now Vapeskies sees no expansion at like 30 supply. He's got to think of something's going on. He's got to be producing lots of units. He's getting that sentry out now. He's getting another zealot. Quick lair. I don't understand.
It's like maybe if his opponent's confused about his timing, he might be thinking it's just like a really slow one-base muta or something like that, but that doesn't feel right either. Yeah, I think it's
points like this, I just tend to become very conservative, and I don't know, I tend to place just bunkers or something, because I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, there are two possible things, is that one, he's doing something...
Oh yeah, Vapeskies is also supply blocked quite a bit. Yeah, that's going to hurt him. Because we see 4 roaches now on the way, and he's not gonna. Well,
He's gonna have his warp gates, but he's getting.
hallucination being researched. Interesting.
Yeah, this is a sort of a strange game from both sides. He does he's going to be very zealot sentry heavy, and he's pushing out
Uh,
here at a.
Not sure I would move out against those roaches right there. Those sentries are simply not going to cut it.
And he does have vision of the high ground because of that overlord over there, which
I don't
probably
know.
get sniped.
Oh,
But this is a lot of roaches now. He shouldn't have. Vapeski's having to fall back. He really should chrono boost his gateways and try to get some stalkers out.
wow.
That
Is
gate.
this actually going to work? This is very
It's
interesting.
I if he has good force fields, it shouldn't work. He should be able to trap a few
But he might
roaches.
lose the gateway itself though, which is an issue.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be a decent loss to him. He can
at the same
rebuild it.
time, you killed the gateway, right? So are you going to actually push up so that because you've eliminated his ability to reinforce by one gateway? Is he actually going to be able to push up and do some damage? I don't think so. So I'm not sure if that was necessarily the greatest move, because 150 minerals is not that great of a loss. It's barely more than a single zealot.
Especially since this Roach Warren is going to be dead in about a minute or two, so he's going to lose that. If he wants to make more roaches, he's going to have to rebuild there. So in general, he's just in a weird spot. I think he wanted to do some sort of weird roach rush, but just couldn't get it to pan out quite right. I don't.
I think he might have tried for a 5 roach rush or a 7 roach rush, but he wanted to proxy the roach warren, which meant needing what's it called? Which meant needing like a proxy hatchery to spawn the creep. And so he did that, and I think that threw off his timing, is what it did. And I think at the same time, he perhaps just wanted to he's like, well, maybe I want to proxy some stuff, so I'll get the lair so I can spawn creep. Because
Actually, he did get. Yeah, he did. He did start pooping creep over by that, so he did save his Roach Warren.
yeah, there we go. I think that might have been his plan with regards to that. However, um,
It's just
well,
that's so much of an investment for I don't think it really gave him any edge. I mean, if he'd built the Roach Warren in his base, I don't think it would have changed things that much. So
the thing is, I mean, he's getting his Hydra Den up now, so I would prefer that Toss take an expansion or just push out. I mean, he's gonna get 2 immortals or immortal and just push out because um, at this point he's got 3 gate. He's on 3 gate robo, so he has to be aggressive about it. At the same time, his money is really high.
yeah, he
He's at 50
definitely. There we go. He's throwing down the expansion and getting his gases up quickly. I do. I'm glad to see that, but
Okay, a bit more of a macro game, which is fine by me.
yeah, definitely. I think though that this Roach Hydra army is going to be pretty dangerous. I don't think he doesn't have Roach speed though, so those are going to be pretty slow. Hydras, of course, really slow. He's got a lot of overseers actually on the map. I'm noticing. Not sure if he's really worried about DTs or something crazy like that, but he
I
vapes.
don't actually see any of his overseers. I see.
Oh, they're just both.
Oh, there's only one.
Uh, there was a second one, I believe, too, somewhere, but owl.
Oh, there's a second one following his army and one all the way on the outside. All right, so we see this Roach Hydra composition moving down, and to be honest, let's look at the army value tab, and they're roughly equal. Now, Hydras do demolish gateway units, but he doesn't have that many. He has 5, which is not like a huge number. It's not. I wouldn't say that with good force fields, his sentries are a couple has full energy. He could just cut that army in half right now.
Yeah, and he's leading with a few Hydras too, and those are just going to get sniped for free. So
Uh,
a few. I mean, really, as long as he engages with halfway decent force fields, this Roach Hydra army shouldn't be trying to engage here. It would be a lot better for him to just be sort of trying to deny any other expansions, contain his opponent. He can't really engage through here because the force fields will destroy him, but if his opponent moves out, he can punish him for that. So I'd like to see him. That's sort of the sense he needs to have right now is that my opponent's probably
Also,
not
with
going
the
to move
Roach, with
out.
the Forge coming up, he's got photon cannons. I hope he doesn't try to engage right now. But he's actually rallying all his units forward toward his main army, and the Hydras are so slow off creep. He's just not gonna be able to retreat if he engages. If he gets engaged, in fact.
Yep, and actually, Vapeski's picking a good time to come in because those reinforcements aren't there yet. Immortal rips through a few roaches, And they're going to try to meet up over here, but I don't think that's enough of an army. Again, Hydralisks in front. A few of those get sniped right away.
Well, well,
So
they're both retreating now. I'm not sure Aldermere doesn't have an advantage. He really should not try and press that.
no, I think if anything, Vapeskies could have possibly pursued that, cupped a few with few force fields, and just gotten way ahead in army. He's ahead now, but he could have. And here we go with this fight, trapping a few there. Aldermere should be trying to retreat, but he's just fighting this out, and he's going to lose so much. And I think Vapeskies can sort of just a move push into his opponent's
Absolutely.
base at this
Not
point.
not to mention that Aldermere is actually behind on roaches right. I'm sorry, behind on harvesters, which is not a good position to be in. He's taking his third, but he hasn't even saturated his expansion. He really just needs to produce drones.
Yeah, that's not a good, well-timed expansion. If he needs more larvae, it probably should have just been a macro hatchery, and he definitely should have been focusing on drones. He can't really now because his opponent's army could be coming at his doorstep at any second, although he does have good map vision, so he'll know exactly when that's happening. But yeah, I think this can push in, and Colossi are, or the robotics bay is in production at the same time, so once that gets up, even if this attack fails, the Roach Hydra army not going to be in good shape, but these Zealots not in the right position, not the best army control right there, throwing a few hallucinated Zealots in there too, interestingly enough.
I think this is GG from Aldermere. Just about the army tab. Yeah, Aldermere just doesn't have any forces anymore. He's got, looking at the units tab actually, 2 Lings, 2 Hydras, 4 Roaches.
Nothing really that can defend
No.
against this. So this army is just going to move in here. This base is going to go down. Everything's pretty much going to go down. So I think Vapeskies has got this. That was a strange opening from Aldermere that just didn't really come to fruition. If he had a vision
Yes.
for what was going to happen, it just really didn't work out for him. Which, I mean, it's unfortunate when that happens, but I mean, that's StarCraft. So
So actually, I think Vapeskies. It's 12 a.m. right now. Is the Battlecraft BattleNet time. So I think that is the end of the King the Hill, unless I'm wrong. And or we can fit in one more game. I don't know.
I sort of want to, as long as all the players are okay with it. I think, and if you're okay with it, of course, we could go that one last game just because that would decide for sure if he gets it or if he doesn't, or if it's a coin flip rather. So it seems I feel like it would be right to give him the opportunity to play that game if everyone wants to.